Okay, so I haven't played in a while. Recently, I came back when Keldheim came out and was trying out different builds of blue-white control because I thought it had potential. And I think I have a list that is decent, but I'm still not too familiar with the standard metagame, so it's been trial and error. So far, the deck's been pretty good against the Croxa decks, and any type of deck that basically isn't rogues or gruel. Yeah, those are the only ones I haven't been able to beat. Like, I've lost to other decks, obviously, but it hasn't been like blowout losses like it is to rogues and red green. Those two decks are just brutal. Like, red green can be alright if they don't hit. It's a fucking sword. Embercleave. Yeah, that's a bad one. If they don't hit that, then it's kind of okay. 2 lands, I needed those. Thanks a lot. Dick. Okay, but anyway. Yeah. Those are the only matchups that have felt terrible. So. And I've been playing around with, like, Esper, too. But the problem with Esper, the mana has been terrible. So it's just not worth it. I think if you want to risk the mana base, Esper is a little more powerful because you get the black removal, which is really good when combined with Doomskar, and it just kind of works decently. But okay, I'm gonna hold up my 3 counter spells here. But yeah, so blue-white just has the cleanest mana base, especially with the hengegate we got. So I'm just sticking with blue-white. Playing the snow lands, not because I have any snow synergy, I just like snow lands. It's what I use in paper. I actually really like these ones too. I'm going to get foil of these because I think these are some of the best artwork that they've had for a while. Okay, play the gates. I'm still gonna hold up my 3 neutralize here. Okay, so this deck is built mostly on the foretell cards and the mechanic because I thought all the cards were pretty good for the most part. Cards that I've been most impressed with, obviously doomskar. Ravenform has been incredibly impressive to me. Like, I really like this card a lot. Starnheim is great. Like, it's 4 mana, but it's a 4 mana Sarah Angel. Like, that's the floor. And I think a 4 mana Sarah Angel is decently playable, but you just kind of foretell this, and then when the opponents don't have anything left, you just kind of make an army of angels, and then they die. And then obviously Doomskar, or Doomskar, however you want to say it. Yeah. Really good card here. And then neutralizes my backup counterspell to saw it coming. That card's been pretty good as well. Not doing anything. Why aren't they doing anything? Okay, I'm just going to I'm gonna foretell the Doomskar. I'll go over the deck list after this match. I just wasn't thinking of that until after I started. I'm gonna cycle this because I'm tired of holding on. Essence scatters the other counterspell. Yeah, I'll set this. I love this mechanic. You just get to play a bunch of cards, and yeah, you just have resources that your opponents can't interact with, just kind of sitting around waiting for you to use them for whatever. It's pretty good. And all the cards are reasonably costed apart from the mechanic. Like ravenform, to get this effect in blue, white doesn't even get exiled creatures anymore without it being a shitty enchantment, let alone a creature or an artifact. So the fact that this costs 3 mana at sorcery speed is fine, because blue's never had anything like that before. And then you can just foretell it, and then cast it for 1. It's kind of ridiculous. So like, this is an incredibly good card, in my opinion. And then doomskar, or doomskar, whatever. Yeah, like a 5 mana board wipe is basically standard for them, WotC nowadays. And you can just cast it for 3. It allows you to hold up mana, and it really does kind of like screw with your opponents, is what I've noticed over the past, 2 days now. So yeah, it's pretty sick in that regard. Like this card here, this is a Glimmer of Genius, which is a perfectly playable card in Standard. But if you foretell it, then it's 2 mana Glimmer of Genius, which is really good, obviously. Like, so yeah, I'm a big fan of this mechanic. This is probably my favorite mechanic that they made in a long time. Like, look, I just have all of this here. He has no idea what I'm doing. And at any point in time, I could just go off with any of these. Like, it's such a good mechanic for a control deck. And there's a fair amount of thought that goes into it too. Oftentimes I won't foretell the instants, like the beholds and the counterspell, because they're just normally costed cards. I think it's best to do it with the sorceries. So you kind of just, like, when I started playing with it, I was just kind of like foretelling everything. It was my phone, so I'm gonna put that in my pocket. But yeah, I was kind of like foretelling whenever I had the chance, and I like, it just wasn't good. It wasn't the best way to do it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Go ahead and put another one of these away. Yeah, and so like, you don't have to discard cards. I hate discarding cards when my opponents are just trying to like play the draw go game with a blue-white control deck for whatever reason. I don't want to discard my cards, so I just get to hold everything up here, and it's fantastic. I love this mechanic. I'm countering this. Tuck that away. Yeah, like, he's not winning this game at all, ever. No chance. I like this land too. I don't like the rest of the cycle from what I've seen, but that one's really good. The hengegates and whatnot, like this stuff, obviously, they're amazing. I love these lands. Yeah, so now I can just hold up all of my counter spells, draw spells. I guess I only have the 1 counter spell, but no, 2. Okay. Shark Typhoon, and then I just have Starnheim here. So on turn 20, if this game's still going on, when I have like, 20 mana in play, I'll just make an armada of angels that he probably can't deal with. I definitely think there's a ton of potential with this shell, even with the absurdity that's currently still running around in Standard. The Throne of Eldraine and the Rogues deck are, in my opinion, mistakes. Like, the whole set of Throne is a mistake, and Rogues was a mistake. Mill just should not have that type of tempo, control, aggro strategy. 3, in my opinion, it shouldn't. 8, I'm gonna make a 6/6 shark. You can probably kill it, but that's fine. I have, I think, 3 copies of Shark Typhoon, so I'm not that worried about it. And Starnheim is the main finisher in this deck. I think this card's good enough to see play in Modern. And I actually pre-ordered 2 copies of the alternate art borderless version for my Modern blue-white control deck. I think it's that good. I'm perfectly content to just sit here and collect cards. There's no limit to how many you can foretell, although this is the most that I've had out at one time, usually because my opponents are doing things, but whatever. I'll use the one in my hand. I don't want to overdraw, basically. Yeah, that's fine. Take both of those. More land drops means this, this gets better as the game goes on. So, I'm fine. That draws cards. We'll set one of these. Alrund, God of the Cosmos. This card's been really good. Nice little stick of Haka right now. This has been good. I only play 2. I had 3, but he died a lot. Like, every time most of the time when I would play it, my opponents would have removal for it, and that was getting annoying. So I just cut to 2. And now I just try to stick it in the late game. And it's very difficult for anyone to deal with at that point in the game, generally. Destroy target. I'm going to counter that. It's mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll counter. I would like to try to keep this around. I didn't just play it out here to, like, have it get killed, but maybe it was a little overzealous. Sure. Yeah, so if I kill this, I get a 5/5. Against this. I'll ravenform. Or maybe I'll board wipe. I'm not really doing anything with it. Get rid of this too. It has death touch, so it might be something I do. I'm gonna play this. My 5/5 illusion. And then just pass with a bunch of counter spells up. I guess he could win if I mill out. I'm at 23. I wasn't thinking about that, but and obviously I have no idea what he's doing exactly, so that makes playing the control deck a little tougher because I just have to evaluate every card on a card by card basis. So like what kills me? So I want to keep the 5/5, so that's why I countered this. I don't know what else he's doing with this. Search your library for worse opponent battlefield break. Okay, so it's actually not that good, but Elder Gargoyle is. You know what? Yeah. Oh no, bottom it. I have the fabled for next turn. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 9, 10 mana. I have the Shark Typhoon in hand, so I'm just gonna cycle that rather than play Starnheim. Because I have this 5/5 illusion token here. Yep. I don't personally understand the point of playing an 80 card Urion deck that's also a self-mill deck. You'd think you would just play a 60 card version, but I don't know. I haven't seen this deck before. Like an 8/8. I want to hit him with both, so I'm just gonna... Well, I guess I can hit him with shatter. It does make them a token, but this way I get to keep my illusion token here. So, it's fine. We're gonna crack this if I don't need to counter anything. I can actually crack this and hold the one counter up, so... Yeah, I like this land because if you look at the activated ability, it's literally Sphinx's Rev for 2, which isn't horrible. It's when it's attached to a land anyway. So, yeah, I like it. Eerie Ultimatum. No. Yeah, I'll just sacrifice this. A2, draw 2. Unless he's got some kind of combo kill, I'm fine. Shatter this guy. I've never got to benefit off of that draw card before, so that's nice. I will graven more. I love this card. It's fantastic. What do I want? Alrund. I don't need a doomskar. Yeah, I want all these because I just want to keep making land drops because it makes Starnheim better and hold up more interaction. Make more angels. It's just, yeah, that's fun. I am running low on counter spells, so. And I do have to get this game over with, to be honest. So I'm gonna play Alrund. Starnheim. 3. I'll make 2 angels. That way I can hold up my counter spell. And that should be all I need, is just the one counter spell. He only has 3 cards. Yeah, so go instant. Should probably just call lands, but I was hoping I could get another counter spell. This should do it. But yeah, this has been my experience with this deck. If they're not beating the absolute shit out of you, you're just going to dominate them. You literally kill them with card advantage, and then just kind of take over with an Alrund or a Starnheim or a Shark token or the Dream Trawler that I stuck in here. So I'll go ahead and go ahead over the deck. 2 glass casket, 3 essence scatter, 3 neutralize. I had negate in, but I wasn't liking it at all in the main, so I just cut it and played the 3 neutralize. 4 ravenform. This card's fantastic. Play 4 of it in every blue deck basically. 4 saw it coming. 3 Starnheim unleashed. I had 4, but it was getting a little bit clunky. I didn't really need it, and I just kind of wanted to diversify the threats a little bit. 4 Behold the Multiverse, 4 Doomskar, 2 Alrund, God of the Cosmos. I initially had 3, but it was, again, getting kind of clunky. It died a lot. I just like the 2, because basically, you either want a Haka, sometimes early it's fine, but usually I just want to stick it late game. They don't have any way to deal with it, and then it just takes over the game. 2 graven lore. I had 3, but it was kind of clunky because 5 mana draw spells. With Eldraine running around, the incredible, ridiculous power level of the aggro decks, 3 of these is a little much, so I just have the 2. A 2 Shark Typhoon. I think Starnheim's better, but I still want these. It's still good. I just think this is better. And then 1 Dream Trawler because the mana's a lot better, so it doesn't really get stuck as often. And I just like the card. It'll take over a game. And then 26 land, 4 Fable Passage, 4 Temple, 4 Hengegate, 2 Glacial Floodplain, 2 Gates of Istfell, 6 Snow Cover Island, and 4 Snow Cover Plains. I'm going to leave my deck the same because he didn't really do anything, so he just milled some cards and played some removal and then died. I'm just going to leave everything the same. I have not tried this as a Yorion deck, but I don't really like Yorion at all, so I probably won't do that. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's if he is as slow as he was last time on turn 2, my turn 2, I'm just gonna foretell the multiverse. Just gonna do this. Then I get to hold neutralize or this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if he plays something off the mana from this, and like if he ramps into something, I'll just counter it if it's a threat. It doesn't matter. Do I want to counter that or turn it into a 1/1? I don't know that I want to commit 3 mana, but I have a reason. Okay, I'm going to let that resolve because he might have planeswalkers, and I just have a reasonable way to deal with this. And I can draw off of this, so. Essence Scatter. If I keep Essence Scatter land, I'm going to keep Essence Scatter land. That's fine. Okay, so I'll ravenform that. I'll be down for a turn, but this should be alright. If not, I have another ravenform, so. But yeah, like this card is so good because it exiles. If it didn't exile, I wouldn't play it, but that exile is incredible. And the artifact is very relevant too, like especially against the food decks or that. I played against assault type version of a deck that was kind of like this earlier, so I'll lose 3 life, I don't care. Okay, I'll play this. I'll hold Essence Scatter. I'll just get this out of the way now. And again, that might be wrong, but I have not played against this deck ever. And like obviously it's a newer deck, right? He's got newer cards, so I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. So I'm just kind of going with my gut instinct. Like, what do I want to get rid of? I don't think he has anything relevant in hand that Essence Scatter can't deal with. That's fine. Do I want to play Trawler? I think I do. I'll get white. Just land Dream Trawler. 80 card deck, he's only got 3 cards. I don't think he's going to have anything too horrendous that I would need to leave this up for, so I'll just play the Dream Trawler. He'll 3 cards. 2 cards. Turn target creature or land card to be rich your hand. I don't care if I mill cards. I can't do anything about it anyway. Graven Lore, Alrund. Oh, yeah, that was rough, but whatever. I would have preferred to keep Alrund and Raven Lore, but oh well. Dream Trawler is gonna gain a ton of card advantage, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna discard gates. These all have immediate impact, and that's gonna come into play tapped, and I just don't think I need it. I didn't realize how much time I had used off the clock here. Yeah, I don't care, I can gain all that back. I don't think I'm gonna need this, but just in case I need it, I'm gonna take it. Hold the neutralize. Actually, well, no, because if he has removal for Dream Trawler, I'll just discard a card. I trade with the Triton here. Taking 6 a turn is not ideal. This player can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. I wasn't really doing that much anyway, so it's kind of okay. Casting Urion. Yeah, I'll just count it. I think against the counterspell deck, let's set up like mine is. Like, this card is more of a detriment to whoever is casting it. I only need one counterspell a turn most of the time against decks like his that just want to commit a bunch of mana to things. So I don't know why he brought this in. I think it's not very good, honestly. It's better against combo decks. Any type of spell-based combo deck is where that card is going to be effective, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Two, 4, 5, 9, 10 mana. It's going to be 1 and 2 angels. So yeah, 5 mana, you make 2 Sarah Angels. That's pretty good. Like, even in the context of today's standard Magic, with how pushed everything is, that's really good. A really good rate. Yeah. So yeah, I've just been testing this deck, trying to find a more optimal version. I don't really watch a lot of standard or historic content, so I kind of just roll with what I like. I build the kind of decks that I like to play, which is more like draw a ton of cards and then have just a few sparse win conditions, preferably cards that aren't dedicated win conditions, but that's basically impossible in standard. You need the finishing cards, because otherwise, like, Shark Typhoon's the closest to being a non-dedicated win condition, basically. But I'm just gonna start with my basics here. But yeah, that's I just build the decks that I like to play. I've seen the Covert Go Blue. He's fond of Yorion decks with like a tap out style control. I've never really liked that style. I don't really like the enchantments, and I don't like Yorion, an 80 card deck, so I've avoided that. Before Kaldheim, that was like the only way to play blue-white though, so that's why I didn't bother with blue-white at all. Heartless Act. I'm just gonna hold Essence Scatter, because this card is good at 4 mana. Like, this is totally fine at instant speed for 4 mana. Angel spells cost 2 less to cast. No. That's another deck I want to build, is like black, white, or Mardu Angels. I think that would be pretty sweet. But blue-white control is like my favorite deck in all formats at all times. So I'll play that whenever I get a chance. Let me see, that card's 3 mana, right? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. That's tough. Like, what do I, probably get rid of this. This has the most impact, but that's also pretty damn good. Right there. I do that now so I can just hit the Righteous Valkyrie. I know I could hit this, but like, this is okay. But if he doesn't have other angels to dump out, then it's not really doing anything. Yeah, so that was... Oh. I don't think he's going to kill me this turn. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully he'll play more into it. If not, I'll just draw 2. No. Get this. I'll set that. Or foretell it. It reminds me of setting trap cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the old days when trap cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Were very common. It's kind of like that. But it's not card disadvantage. So it's better than that. That was a terrible analogy, but that's what it reminds me of. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the first card game I started playing seriously when I was like 8, I think. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna blow him out horribly. Wait. Yeah, okay. I got by this the other night because I forgot that third ability. Like, I forgot that it was still active. I was thinking that the third ability already passed me, I didn't have any creatures, and I just died with like 18 life. So, yeah. This card's not bad. I was actually thinking that I might try an Esper control deck with this, but the mana that I had in the Esper that I can build was just not good at all. It was the pathway lands, and then a couple of 6 mana. I'm gonna bottom both lands because I'm probably gonna draw more lands. But yeah, the mana was bad, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Maybe some like black-white angel deck or something. If you're allowed to draw a card, sure. Play the temple because I can hold up the counterspell. That's why I get a scry. Another counterspell is good. Like, this game should be wrapped up now, basically. Do I care about? You know what? The angels, the new angels aren't actually that expensive. I'll let that resolve. Like, this card on its own isn't really doing much. Like, I can take 2 for a while. I'm going to try to build a deck like this because I do like the cleric theme and the angels and all that. It's basically my favorite fantasy trope. Paladins and all that. So I will be, after about a month or so, I'll see what the best angel deck is. And I will build one of those. Yeah. Can play Starnheim. Because I have the option to hold up a counterspell or draw 3 and scry 5, draw 3, I'm just going to do that. I don't care if I take 2. If this resolves, I'm pretty sure the game's about over. Yeah. Like, he'll play now because why not? But this might just prompt a concession. I already have. Yeah, I'll just take the doomskar. I'll make 3 angels. And the reason I took this, because even though I was going to do this, it's just in case. Like, why not take it? You know, you just cover your bases, basically. Who's the angel deck now? I hate this card because it allows your opponents to draw, but For the really go wide decks, I did want backup board wipe, so I'll just play it for that. He didn't show me any planeswalkers or anything like that. No enchantments. So I'm not going to bring in banishing lights. Well, I guess I'll go over the sideboard real quick. It's 3 revoke existence, 3 banishing lights, 2 omen of the suns, 3 strokes, 2 negates, and then the shatters that I brought in. This, because there's a lot of annoying artifacts and enchantments. Chief among them is Cloithus. I can't beat that card, basically. So that gets rid of it. Banishing Light for Planeswalkers and whatever else I can't deal with. I don't want it in the main because it's kind of a terrible card. Outside of the situations where playing it is the difference between winning and losing. Omen of the Sun for aggro decks because Timely Reinforcements isn't in this format. Disdainful Stroke for all the big mana and then other control decks. And then Negate because it's always a reliable card to have in your sideboard. If you're a control deck. Mulligan. Yeah. At the very least I can cycle it. I'll keep it on there. They don't seem like they're that fast, so I think that's fine. I'm gonna, foretell this, so next turn I can play the Fabled Passage if I need to as my 3rd land. I won't be able to hold up a counterspell. This way I can have a counterspell. Alright, this doesn't do that much. Set that, play that, crack that, get an island. I really love these basic lands. I said that, but yeah, they're fantastic. And just the way like they did the borders and everything, it just looks really good. Like, I like that they play around with the lands now. They never used to do that. So. It's like every set has like unique lands to an extent. I'll wipe now because I have a shatter in the sky, or shatter the sky in my hand. So hopefully they'll commit more to the board, and then I hit them again, and just they're out of resources at that point. I don't know what this does. So draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. Oh, that's not bad. It's not that big of a deal, but. Beginning of your end step, draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. Yeah, it's pretty good against control decks. It's probably not good in control decks. Maybe it is. I want to try it out, though. I think at 4 mana it might be a little too expensive, but... Hold this up. The reason I did this is because I could have just held that in hand, but I kind of wanted the option to do both, and this way I can do that. Yeah, so he's playing Angels into the wipe, that's fine. I need a ravenform to get rid of that. That's perfect. I'm gonna use shatter. He won't draw a card. He doesn't have anything with 4 or greater. Yeah, and this is why I have the shatters in the sideboard. There are some decks where you just need a lot of board wipe, so. He should have done this the other way so he would have gained the life. Yeah. That was a mistake, opponent. Like, yeah, because the counter on this doesn't matter. If you get your life total to 27, all your stuff gets +2/+2 anyway. Flying life. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with vigilance. Yep. Yeah, I can take 9. Really need that ravenform to get rid of this. I'm gonna cycle the shark typhoon to block this. Free Judge of Valor. I'm looking to just counter whatever he plays and make a 2/2 to trade here. Like, playing this hard cast is the only way I'm going to outgrind this. And even then, I might not be able to. That's a Starnheim, most likely. There's no point in attacking, like, I'm not gonna take him out that way. Not right now, anyway. I really need to get rid of this. I don't think I've used a single ravenform yet. No. 22 cards in. I really could use one. No, he'll just hit my shark typhoon, so I'm gonna counter that. If he gets a bunch of angels, I can board wipe, so I'm not that worried about his Starnheim. Alright, well. Okay, well, I still have the 2 tokens, so. Speaker of the Heavens is annoying. My Starnheim. Okay. Yeah, I'm just being ground out by this card. So. crack this and hopefully be able to hit a ravenform. No. Jeez. That's rough. Like, that is really kind of brutal. I gotta work my here. I'm gonna hold this. Do I want to make angels? Let me see. I can make 1, 2. I can only make 2 angels. I'm just gonna play the graven lore and try to get a raven form to deal with this. I don't know how many more bombs he could have, so... Jeez. All of them, apparently. I think graven lore is going to be my best bet. Okay, fine. Put that on the bottom. I think... Oh, I don't need this. I'll take that. Okay, first, I have to get rid of this. I could make 2 angels, but I don't think he can kill me right now. Well, I want both of these, actually. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. I don't think I can beat another one. I'm gonna make 4 angels. Yeah. What do I want? It doesn't matter. Good call. Okay, I made 4 angels because... What's that do? Oh, that's fine. I think. Okay. Gotta get rid of that. Yeah, okay, so I did that because... Well, I explained why I made the angel tokens, and that turned out to be the correct play. And then, I ravenformed the angel because double strike means that I could block with my angel, but then he'd hit me for 4 and I'd be dead. So, yeah. That deck was a lot grindier than I expected based on game 1, so that was cool. I'll do one more match because I haven't made a video in 2 weeks, so the few people who will watch might appreciate a longer video. I don't know. That's assuming that I don't have any recording trouble. Yeah, man, it's alright. Because I'm on the play, I'll hit the draw spell. They're probably not going to play anything too threatening that I would need to ravenform. And I don't think the Savai Triome decks are particularly linked. Yeah, so it's the Crossy deck. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and discard Doomskar. I'm likely not going to need it. Wait, no, I don't play my island. I was going to suspend this, but if he wants to take his turn off to kill Haka, that's kind of alright. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. I don't have any negates. Yeah, alright. They can't beat a large Starnheim Unleashed. The player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. That player can't. They discard a card. They lose 2 life. You draw a card. You gain 2 life. It's 2 white knight. It's token vigilance. Yeah, I don't think this card's very good. So this isn't the deck that I thought it was. I was thinking that this was the self-mill graveyard deck that relies on Croxa and all the sacrificing stuff. But it seems like it's a Doom Foretold deck. Although I guess Doom Foretold could slot into that, so I don't know. If I have to worry about village rights and... No, okay, so it's just a Mardu mid-range type of deck. That's fine. It's probably not okay to play this because black has enchantment removal now. So I think I'm just going to hold it up to cycle or draw 2 cards. At least if I cycle it and they have spot removal, I get to draw a card. But if I just play this for 6 and they hit me with Feed the Swarm or something, I'm going to be a little pissed off. Yeah, maybe I should have just hard cast it. Again, I have never seen this, so I don't play standard very often, like ever actually. So I'm not entirely sure. And then too, on top of that, you have this new set Keldheim. So everybody's doing, well, not everybody. There are still some tryhards playing rogues and red green, and they're still stuck at diamond rank or whatever rank this is. I think it's diamond. Looks like a diamond. Yeah. So yeah, you know, you don't know what you're doing, basically. Yeah. We'll crack this. Ghost form counter on up to one target non-token creature gains. When this creature dies, put the exile alternatives in its hand, create one wall, and this creature still gets one target non-permanent. Beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, graveyard from one card, whatever. It's cut off the bottom, so wall of text. There we go. Yeah. I'm just gonna draw some cards and then make a bunch of angels on my turn. How many angels? Only 2 angels. That sucks. I'm gonna wait for the angels at 1 turn. On 3. I should have foretold this. That was just a misplay. This definitely should have been put over here. Against this type of deck, you just foretell whatever foretell card you can, if you can do it, and then like you just have so much card advantage against them. And that's how I've beaten the Rakdos sacrifice decks. I beat 2 of those the other night. See, just... yeah, it's fine. The reason I did that is because I couldn't remember if he played a land, and I didn't want Kroxa sticking. But this works out too, because now I can just counter it. And because I plan to make 3 angels next turn, I'm not going to need the doomskar straight away. There we go, get another one. Hopefully he can't easily deal with this. That would kind of suck. If he plays Ugin, I'm going to be really annoyed. Kroxa, yeah. I have ravenform the Kroxa, no problem. Another reason this card's amazing is just a clean answer to Kroxa. Wait. Dies or is put into exile, return to its owner's hand and create a 1/1. Oh, fuck. Well, that bitch has to die. Flying. He might have removal though, so I really want to kill her. Get it over with. Still gonna get rid of this. Yeah, it'll go back to his hand, but I'm not gonna have anything to discard. He used his graveyard, so it's not that bad. And if he doesn't draw an answer to the angels, then I'm just gonna kill him with those. Fucking serious? So I take both of them. Yeah, this card's annoying. for this type of deck. It's just obnoxious. Whatever. So Crocs is gonna come down. I'm gonna discard the counter spell. Yeah, I'll discard the counter spell. Because now I can exile one of these and then kill her. Look, I drew another counter spell. Doesn't matter. I just want to kill Kaya. It'd be nice to hit a graven lore. Got to draw 3. No. So because I'm just like not drawing, well, no, I can't say that. I drew relevant cards. They're just not like card advantage. But as long as he can't deal with the angels, I should be alright. I'm not even gonna block this. No, because it'll just come back. Plus he might have a way to deal 3 damage. I don't want to lose the angels. That's the only thing I have going for me. He should have just attacked with the knight too, realistically. Like, pressure my life total a little bit. Academ's Awakening. That's annoying. My guys have vigilance, so yeah. Okay, hold this up. Hopefully he doesn't draw anything too ridiculous. I'm hoping he just goes Crocs up. Yeah, well. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have just foretold this and then it wouldn't have been an issue. So, I messed up. Big time. I even said earlier, just foretell any foretell card you get against a deck like this. And I didn't do it because I'm still not used to playing with the mechanic yet. And that, like, to where it's just automatic. Like, I have to actively remind myself to do it. And it's just like, oh, there we go. And that probably cost me the game. Okay, I've been given one chance. It seems. Alright. Rankle. I hate Rankle. Whenever it deals combat damage, play shutting number. It's going to discard this card, lose the life, draws a card, sacrifice a creature. Block. Honestly, I'm alright with that. Rankle annoys me to no end. And he has enough creatures that he can just kind of smack me around anyway. Look at that. Unfortunately, I have to just hard cast it, but... yeah, so... not foretelling the saw it coming cost me the game. I think that's my favorite planes. Just period of all whatever. Take any planes, I think I like this one the most. It's between this one and the secret lair snow-covered plains. Rest in Peace was in standard. That would help out a lot. There's a lot of decks that incidentally use the graveyard. It's kind of annoying. There's no effective way to deal with them. Like, I don't think the lantern card is very good. There's a couple of different things I could have done there. Could have wiped. Could have made one angel. I think that's the worst option, just making the one token. Could have drawn a card here. Yeah, Skyclave sucks. Now I can board wipe and I'll get a 3/3. I'll probably choose the discard option, so I'll get rid of the counterspell. Card advantage is pretty important in this matchup, so I'll just discard the counterspell. Doomskar, get a 3/3. That's probably... I mean, I don't know if there's any black and red foretell cards, so I assume it's the Starnheim Unleashed. But Rankle and Skyclave are pretty tough to deal with, so hit them with that. This definitely seems like a really tough matchup because they're pretty grindy. And so far, against all these slower decks, this deck has been able to grind them out pretty consistently, but this one might be able to keep pace and possibly outgrind what I'm doing. So, like, it's not fine, but it is what it is, right? Do I want the land? No, because I'm probably gonna draw lands pretty consistently. I was looking at that like I had an option, but apparently I didn't. It's just sacrificed it anyway. I was thinking I would be able to discard a card, but nope. Seven, make 3 angels. This definitely seems better than the Esper Doom Foretold decks that I occasionally see running around. But yeah, it seems a little bit better than those, like grindier and a bit more resilient. So that's cool, I guess, if you like that type of deck. I don't. I hate these depletion strategies. What's that do? If enters the battlefield, you may exile any number of non-angel creatures you control until Glorious Spirit leaves the battlefield. Oh. Okay, he's just flashing that into block. Right, because he's at 11. I didn't even realize he was down to 11. That's fine. Sure. Okay. So I'm probably going to win this game. It doesn't look like he has an answer for the angels, and I can draw 2 cards off the land. So I should be able to pull this game and then hopefully take game 3. Octa. Yep. Okay. 1-1. I'm gonna play it that way again. The only enchantment I've seen is the Treacherous Blessing, and as soon as you target that, it sacrifices anyway. So there's no point for me to bring in Revoke. So I'm just gonna run it back like this, and hopefully I won't make any horrendous mistakes that end up costing me the match. I would really like to go the 3-0 for the YouTube video. I'm gonna get rid of Shark Typhoon. It's the least useful card at the moment. I do believe that card advantage is the most important weapon that I have in this matchup, so I'm just gonna... Well, now I'll tuck this. Maybe I should have kept this up to ensure that I can hit lands, but... Trying to, like, is Rankle that bad for me right now that I need to commit 3 mana to take it out, or can I wait? got 3 cards. This can let him draw more. Okay. I'm gonna risk taking another hit. That paid off. Hey, Grimflare did a video. He was talking about this card. I didn't realize that the artifact was that, but anyway, this Tigre. And he was basically saying that it's just off the cusp of playability for Rock, because it's 5 mana and not like 4 or whatever. So it's probably going to be pretty good in Standard then for these types of decks. So I think that paid off. Yeah, when he, like, I've seen the back half of this. I just didn't pay attention to the name. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Rankle. The reason I'm gonna get rid of Rankle now is because he keeps drawing off of it. And obviously, if you're playing against the type of deck that I'm playing, you don't want to let your opponent draw cards, so he really is digging for stuff. So his hand's probably not very good. Okay, his hand sucks, so I'm gonna board wipe and he'll probably play Croxa and then I'll counter it. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Baneslayer Engine. This is not a playable standard card. Can't Dream Trawler and Counterspell. I can. I'm just gonna commit the Baneslayer. Or Banishing Light. The Baneslayer. And I'm actually gonna play Haka, because I can Haka and then hold up the Saw It Coming. But yeah, sadly, Baneslayer Angel's just not playable. Rankle's annoying. He can't play Croxa. I'm gonna counter the Rankle. I have nothing to discard if he has removal, but he hasn't showed me any targeted removal at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and play Dream Trawler. Yeah. Now I know that puts Alrund back in my hand, so if he does play Crocs, I'll have to discard it, but I valued that scry more than Alrund, because I have the Dream Trawler. So if for some reason he doesn't play Crocs and he tries to kill Dream Trawler, I just discard the Alrund and protect the Dream Trawler. At this point, I honestly think he's forgotten about Croxa, because it would have been a much better play, in my opinion, than like the Baneslayer Angel was. It's like, I could have let this hit me and it wouldn't have mattered at all, honestly. Like, it really wouldn't have mattered too much. 2, 6, 7. So that'll cost me 4 mana. Yeah, I can do both. Okay. Yep. And I did just do this because he hasn't showed me any spot removal at all, and I still have the counter spell here. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna hold this, attack with the trawler. Seven, 8 mana. I just don't want to overcommit and then get blown out by a board wipe. It's like, just because I haven't seen Extinction Event doesn't mean he doesn't have them. So I'm just gonna wait, see if he can answer the Dream Trawler, and then go from there. Doomskar. Yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna make a bunch of these. How many can I make? 2, 6. You can make 3. No, I can't. What did I do? Make 2. Okay, well, that's just it. Get it done. Assuming he doesn't have exactly a 4. Alright. Sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. This card is probably the most impressive overall. All right. 3 in a row. Standard, all incredibly grindy matchups. Yeah. Nice. Again, I'll just go over the deck real quick. 2 glass caskets, 3 essence scatter, 3 neutralize, 4 ravenform, 4 saw it coming, 3 starnheim unleashed, 4 behold the multiverse, 4 doomskar, 2 Alrund, 2 graven lore, 2 shark typhoon, a dream trawler, 26 lands, 4 snow-covered plains, 6 island, 2 gates of Istfell, 2 glacial floodplain, 4 hengegate pathway, 4 temple of enlightenment, 4 fabled passage. Sideboard, 3 revoke existence, 3 disdainful stroke, 2 negate, 3 banishing light, 2 omen of the sea, and 2 shatter the sky. This is the best iteration of the deck that I've had yet, since I started Well, I guess it was last night, but whatever. Yeah, this just seems to be the most consistent version. So I'm happy with it. I'm gonna keep playing it, and that's the deck. Um, yeah, it's been pretty good. Granted, I've only played this iteration of the deck, 5 matches, and I'm 1-1 before I recorded this video. So on the night, I've played 5 matches with this iteration of the deck, and I'm 4-1, which I think is pretty good. As long as you can dodge rogues and red-green, and I know those are the best decks in the format, so having a bad matchup against them is not great. But if you can dodge those, then this deck is one of the better decks around, I think, because it just outvalues and kind of like outgrinds everything. So you have to kill it really quickly. I think this deck has a lot of potential going forward in standard. And once the incredible mistake that is Throne of Eldraine, and to a lesser extent rogues, are rotated out of standard, blue-white control is going to be one of the better decks, I think. So yeah, if you like slow, grindy, controlling decks, I would start crafting these cards. Some of, like the Starnheims, doomskar, ravenform has been the best performing card, I think. The draw spells, you're going to want these cards because blue-white control is going to be a very strong deck going forward. And it's going to be it for that. I'll make a couple more. Well, I'll make another video tomorrow, or a couple of recordings, and put them up, because when I get off work, I usually don't feel like recording or talking or anything like that. Alright, so that's the deck. Blue-white foretold. I think it's really good. Blue-white's going to be really well positioned in the future of standard. Alright, thank you.